we've got one square. We've ended right here at the top, which basically is right here, and we're gonna go and make this square now. And so the way that we're gonna make this square is we're going to pick up stitches along the left edge of the square we just made. So right here, we're gonna pick up, and then we're gonna cast on all of these stitches and work our miter in this direction. And I'll show you what that looks like. If you haven't picked up stitches before, let's take a look at what that looks like. So I've already picked up a few here along the edge, and you want to take your needle and insert it from the front to the back of the work, and then pick up that thread or that yarn from the back to the front. And there we go. And also try to avoid picking up a stitch and just placing that stitch on the tip of your needle and then moving on to the next one. You really want to move it down to the actual sized area of the needle to make sure that you aren't having your stitches placed on the needle so tightly that they're then difficult to work with. And so you can pick any place on the fabric to pick your stitches up. Some people like to pick them up here. I like to use these little bumps that are formed on the edge of the garter fabric to pick my stitches up from. It just lets me know that it's a consistent place. But if you pick up, let's say you want to pick up in between the bumps, that's fine. Just do whatever you like, but keep it consistent through the length of the fabric so that your edge always looks neat and tidy. I picked up 19 right there, and I'm going to go back to try to get that very edge on my 20. Boom. All right, cool. So I've got 20 total on my needle here. I'm going to place my marker. And then I'm going to cast on 19. All right, I'm halfway through knitting back across what I cast on, and I've just slipped my marker, and I want to purl the stitch right after the marker, which is kind of difficult. There we go. Also, keep in mind, I just want to point out this backwards loop cast on. If you have a different cast on that you prefer, go ahead. It doesn't have to be the backwards loop cast on. I like it because it's easy to do in the middle of your work, but I do recognize it can be difficult to do your first row knitting back on. The reason is if you're not careful and trying to keep your tension very light and not pull too hard on it, what can happen is you pull that stitch and now you've got this massive expanse of wasted yarn, and then that just gets bigger and bigger. And what's happening is that in this section right here, your cast on, your edge is going to be super tight, and it's actually going to pinch and pull your fabric. So you really don't want that. I'm going to actually place these stitches back and just work them again and just try to keep them a little bit looser. You want to try to minimize the length between your stitches here as you're knitting back, just by knitting very gently and trying not to tug or pull your knitting as you're working back the first time off of one of these cast on areas. All right, so you get to all the way across the stitches that were cast on. You did your purl stitch after this marker, and now that you're at this one right here, we are basically right here on our work. And in order to join this square to this square, every time we get to this area, we're going to knit two together, and that's going to join the fabric all the way up this seam right here. So you're just going to slip your stitch marker over to the right hand side and then knit these two together. All right, you can turn your work back around, and the instructions say to slip with the yarn in front. All right, and then you can move that to the back and start knitting across. That's just going to give you a nice finished edge where your join is right here. And so I'm going to work this up a little bit and we'll show you what that looks like. All right, I just took the needles out for a second so you can see how this is starting to work up. You've got this is where we ended our first square, right? And we picked up all the way down this edge, and then we cast on all of these stitches, and we are decreasing here in the middle and forming our miter. And so when it's all pulled out flat, it's really kind of hard to see how this shape is taking place. But the further you work in, it'll be clear to you, and you're going to end up right here at this point in just a few minutes. All right, great job. You just joined your first square to your starting square. And the directions, anytime you start a square on the left-hand side working towards the right, those directions are always going to be exactly the same. And so you'll learn how to make the middle square later, and the next square, the ending square for your left to right row here next. But anytime you start out, it's going to be exactly the same way as that, and you're always going to end right here with a little point in the middle.